What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Today I just want to come over on here and talk a little bit about semen retention and why it's important. So what semen retention is basically you go long periods of times without ejaculating. And in today's society, man, we are ejaculating way too often. From an average man standpoint, we are ejaculating way too often because we are told that we are supposed to do it to prevent prostate cancer, and that's not even true. That's a blatant lie that they don't even probably have proof for. So, but the reason why you don't want to ejaculate all the time is because if you think about it, when you ejaculate, it's really meant to create life. So if your sperm seed or cell, whatever, has the ability to penetrate an egg and create life, well, just think about how much life force energy you're losing every time you do that. You're losing minerals, you're losing vitamins, you're losing all kind of nutrients, you're losing your spiritual essence, and you're losing your mental strength. And now I've had problems with it in the past. I'm not gonna be ashamed to admit that, but I've had problems with it in the past just because I grew up and was misguided about the whole situation. But I noticed every time in my life that I'm withholding, when I'm abstaining from ejaculation, I go up like I can always get closer to reaching my full potential when I'm not ejaculating frequently. Like if I'm abstaining, my life is going great. I read about it a couple times. The first person I ever heard about doing it was I want to say Malcolm X when I read his book. I read the autobiography, but it could have been another book I read. But I went back because in hindsight, I started reading it when I was like 23. But after I read about semen retention for the first time, what I did was I had a hindsight thought on how when I was in college, after my freshman season, I broke up with my girlfriend and I wasn't watching pornography or nothing. And I was working out, working 2 jobs, and I didn't ejaculate for like 2 or 3 months straight, and I was only 19, so I had a whole lot more life force energy built up. And so if I'm not ejaculating for 2 or 3 months, I'm power cleaning every day, working out every day, going to class, practice, work, all that. I was being very productive. What I noticed was when I thought about it in hindsight, I had 6-pack. My chest was rock hard. It was rounded. I looked like a fucking physical specimen for real. Like I looked legit as a running back. And not to say I'm not dwelling on the past. I'm just giving you an example. Like when I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay, so I didn't even ejaculate for 2 or 3 months, and this is what happened. So I thought about that in hindsight, and that was kind of like proof in the pudding. Like, okay, let me give this a try. And right now I'm back on semen retention. I've been going for a week. The longest I've ever done it was like back in 2021 or 2020 when I went for 95 days. And my life was just getting better and better. Like I had better self-control. I had better spending habits. I was more productive at work. I was able to operate off less sleep. My mental health was better. Everything was better. I had a car, I had a house, and right now I'm just trying to get back on my feet. So desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't mind like not ejaculating. You already know how I feel. If you knew the power of semen retention and what I've seen it can do, and if you're read about it, and if you've actually practiced it and got seen some of the benefits of it, then you will probably consider doing it too. But that's all I wanted to talk about, just semen retention. Really, semen is made up from all kind of nutrients, B12, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, manganese probably. And what it does is when you don't ejaculate, it starts like, they say it starts at 3 days, but you're gonna have to go longer than 3 days if you want to see real benefits. But what happens is when you don't, like, just make it, you know, like just ejaculate or whatever all the time. And if you holding it for long periods of time, what happens is that semen goes back into your bloodstream. It gets recycled back into your bloodstream. It goes into your brain, and it nourishes the brain, and it nourishes your muscles. You have better recovery. It goes into your cells, and it's man. Because if you think about it, you have the ability to create yourself over again when you ejaculate. You're creating life. That's like, those are people. Like, you have to, it's not meant for a man to just ejaculate all the time. When they told us that, they was lying, because I think they understood the true power of it. But like, you're not supposed to just be busting off all the time and going to sleep every time, and it's stupid, man. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of valuable time. It's a waste of valuable life force. So I'm back on it now, and I'm gonna just keep going with my streak, because I'm really determined to get my life together and get back, not only get back to where I was a couple of years ago, but to go above and beyond that and become better as a man, as a king, just to get better all around. And I want to be able to say I left an impact on Earth, on the world, a positive impact. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm only 8 days in right now. Like I said, the longest I went was 95. But like on day, and when I was in 2020, I was practicing it diligently. I would go like 30 days, 34 days, 40 days, 45 days, 36 days, 50 days, 60 days, easily. So it takes practice, it takes time, and when you're on semen retention, you don't want to just, stop, not ejaculate or whatever. You can still have sex, but you don't want to ejaculate and lose your life force energy. But when you're on semen retention, you don't want to just sit around and do nothing. You want to work out. You want to read books. You want to make YouTube videos. Use your creativity. Use this energy to go into other things. Put this energy into other things in your life, and let it enhance those things. Like, I've only been like, so far, since I've been back on it, I went 5 days or 7 days and 7 days and 8 days, 6 days, whatever. I'm on day 8 right now, which is not even a big deal, but it's good that I'm getting benefits from it. I'm already being more productive at work. Like, usually if I have over 100 stops at work, I'm done at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Day before yesterday, I had over 100 stops. I was done at 2:15, so I'm getting more productive at work. And that's all I wanted to talk about to all the men. Like, that's half of our problem with the world. Like, we are losing all of our life force energy mindlessly, and we don't even know how important it is and how strong how strong of a factor it is in life and manifesting and living out your full potential. So that's all I wanted to talk about. That's all I wanted to say. Just look up semen retention, no fap. So basically that was it. That's it, man. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, bye.